King Charles finally begins first state visit as monarch amid Harry's return to UK. King Charles has arrived in the German capital Berlin for the first state visit of his reign alongside Queen Consort Camilla, and the pair were greeted with a warm welcome at Brandenburg Airport. King Charles has finally kicked off the first state visit of his reign after a trip to France had to be shelved at the last minute. He and Queen Camilla arrived in the German capital Berlin for a 3-day trip this afternoon and were given a huge ceremonial welcome with military honors at the city's iconic Brandenburg Gate, the first time the landmark has been used to welcome any visiting head of state. In the shadow of the monument, a national symbol of peace and unity, Germany's President Frank-Walter Steinmeier and wife Elke Budenbender formally welcomed the king and queen consort. The foursome posed for the waiting photographers with the famous landmark in the background before the national anthems of Germany and the UK were played. The king inspected a guard of honor, accompanied by the president, before Charles, Camilla, the German statesman and his wife went on a brief walkabout meeting people waiting behind nearby crash barriers. During the walkabout, Charles was affectionately offered a crown, a paper one, made by fast food chain Burger King. One man took his off and tried to press it into the king's hands, saying politely, "This is for you, if you want it." Charles smiled broadly and said, "I'm all right." He, of course, has a number of real ones at home. He also grinned and declined another crown from a woman who said, "I have a present for you." Elsewhere, Hadley Drake, 8, got away with telling the king firmly to wait while she took a picture of him on her brightly colored toy camera. The British youngster, who was being carried by her father at the front of the crowd, told the monarch that she wanted to get a better shot of him, and scooped the waiting press photographers by being rewarded with her own brief personal photo call. "Wait," she declared. "Hey, you look," but the king never got to hear how her picture had come out. Earlier, as the king and queen descended on Germany, the RAF Voyager plane they were traveling in was escorted by German Eurofighter jets as a mark of respect. The royal couple also released a personal message on social media that read, "Ahead of our first state visit to Germany,